All right, stay calm. We can do this. I'm a little excited. I have 3 different automatic Omega Speedmaster moon watches here. We're going to start off with this one. This is the blue side of the moon for obvious reasons. It's blue. It's full ceramic case, has sapphire top and bottom. Also has Omega's rose gold. And in many cases, it's the Ceragold. So like the Ceragold, actually, we're going to zoom in. We got to zoom in. We got to zoom in because this is what we got to do with this watch. This watch is meant to be obviously worn, right? You can wear this watch, enjoy it. It's going to look brand new like this for a very long time because of its materials used. But it's also meant to be looked at. I mean, who are we kidding here? I mean, look at this thing. It's blue ceramic, rose gold, complicated chronograph, moon phase, has a crescent pointer date, running seconds. All right, back up. I'm way off my format here. Let's back up a second. Let's talk about the size. So I measure the case, and I'm trying to be fair here because this whole side of the crown where the pushers are, it kind of bulges out as if it was a crown guard. Well, we don't measure crown guards. So, I mean, it's really like a 42 if you don't measure that, but the case is like a 44.25 millimeter. It just doesn't wear that large though. So the lug to lug on this thing, this is what makes it so wearable. The lug to lug is 49.75. So it's under 50 millimeter. So that's why some people with smaller wrists can definitely wear this, even though it has a 44 width. Thickness, there's no getting around that. It's 17.5 millimeter. But you can see you have basically boxed and domed sapphires, top and bottom. So that adds to the thickness too. 21 millimeter lug width here. And then their strap kind of tapers down to like 20. You have titanium buckle with, this is actually ceramic, blue ceramic matching the case. The reason you want ceramic there is because it's not going to scratch. So that's awesome, right? Excellent leather. They even inlaid, this is like a rubber right here. So the strap is even going to last a long time. It's not going to wear out because of those, the holes, the 2 holes, you know, that fasten the center part. So it's a very robust construction. 6.3 millimeter push-pull crown with the Omega sign logo. The movement, let's focus in on that, shall we? Is a 9904 automatic Omega coaxial master chronometer. Vertical clutch column wheel chronograph. You can see the column wheel. If I can get my little pointer here. You can see the column wheel right there. You can't really see the vertical clutch on this one though. Nicely finished. You have twin barrel, 60-hour power reserve, 54 joules, and just a very good looking displayed case back, even with that rotor on there. You can see the escapement running, anti-magnetic. You can see up top here it says blue side of the moon. Now the finishing, how they finish the case with polished and brushed like they would a stainless steel on ceramic, I have no idea. It's got to be something special for sure because ceramic is very hard and very scratch resistant. The dial, beautiful job on that. Excellent sparkles. Sub-registers. Over here, you have your minute and hour counter for your chronograph. If you wanted to use it as a second time zone, just wait till you're at midnight and start the chronograph. I guess you could do that. and then you could, for the midnight for whatever time zone you're tracking, and then because these hands would both be up at midnight. I don't know. I don't see why you couldn't do that. So you could track a second time zone with this instead of actually timing something. Most of us don't use a chronograph. I would actually use it because I do have to time a couple things at my day job. Moon phase, you can actually pop this crown out, I believe, one position and adjust that. Yeah. So you can adjust that to whatever degree it needs to be at. And if you go backward with it over here on this register, you'll see you can adjust the crescent pointer date. So on this register over here, you actually have that. It's tucked underneath there. You can kind of see it. So you have the running seconds over here, and then you have the crescent pointer date. And then, of course, you have the chronograph hand and then the hour and minute hand. The gold, it's all real gold. And then the, what do they call it? The Ceragold, how the gold is infused into the ceramic. It's like permanently bonded in there. It's not going to wear out or anything. Okay, I think we stayed zoomed in long enough. Let's pop this on my 7¼ wrist and see what this $15,000 watch looks like on my wrist. I think it looks, wears, and feels great. Weighs in at 106 grams. So even though it's on the little bit larger side, because of the thickness, it still is fairly lightweight. 106 is not bad at all. Now, the other two, those guys hanging out back there, those are going to be even more wearable on a regular basis. This one's definitely more of a special timepiece. This is going to be for the collectors and everything. I doubt whoever buys this is going to only have a couple watches and they're like, well, I'm just going to wear, this watch all the time. It's probably not who's buying this. This is more for the extreme connoisseur or the speedy collector, something like that. I assume. I could be wrong. If you have one, I do know a couple people have this. And the one guy I know that has it, he's got a lot of watches. So kind of makes sense. So again, big thanks to the crew at Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida. Link in the description. Get a hold of John. Check out the loom on this thing. It's so awesome that John at Exquisite was able to send me over all three of these. If you were looking for a speedy, they have all of them or can get you what you want. Just get a hold of them. Tell them I sent you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next vid.